Howard's Cam was founded as racing cam manufacturer almost 80 years ago when Howard Johnson created Howard's Power and Racing Equipment in 1945. Howard's Cams has always used on-track experience to design the most powerful designs. Today, they have an even greater group of experienced racers in circle track, drag racing, road race, mud bog, and marine. They all use this input plus the most advanced computer software to design the most competitive race winning products. From pioneers in drag racing and oval track to cutting edge marine development, Howard's Cam is at the forefront of the industry. So if you guys have any issues or questions, make sure you reach out to Luke B for your valvetrain upgrades. He is our contact at Howard's Cams.
Yeah, perfect. And hey, I want to apologize real quick, guys. Eric acted very quickly, saw that I had not put the actual ad read in there, pulled it up. Dude, flawless, man. Amazing. Chef's kiss, bud. Well, we've got some breaking news that Eric may not even know about. I don't, do you know about this breaking news that you're reading here?
You had briefly kind of hinted towards it, but you have
Yes.
not told me anything about it yet.
I'm so excited. There is a team putting together a new national level drag and drive event for 2025, not for 2024, even though we're early in 2024. These things take a lot of time and effort to get together and do correctly. So they have set up on, I'm not going to give any hints to the tracks or the dates, but they are both secured. So I messaged the promoter before this because they were telling me the dates they had set up. And I told them they were already 3 steps ahead of most promoters. They're already,
Nice.
you know, more than a year from the event. That's the only tip I'm going to give you. More than a year from the event, and they already have the tracks locked in. They already have the dates locked in. I'm so excited about this. This event should fit perfectly between two other large events or two other national events. This is really, we had kind of an off season there between Street and Yeet and Sick Week, and then there's Sick Summer, and then there's everything. Rocky Mountain Race Week. This is going to give us a full year of events. It's going to be absolutely insane. So we should, based on what they were saying earlier, we should see a page on Facebook come up very, very soon. So that's going to be good, and that we're going to share as many details as we possibly can, as early as we possibly can. I see Chris Story photo on here. Our boy says, "Please tell me it's early in the year." I can't give out any details. Can't give out any details yet, but as soon as I or we are allowed, we will certainly do that as well. Oh,
So,
just Hammer Racing. I wonder what it could be.
so let me get this straight. We have breaking news, but you're not going to tell anybody what the tracks are, when it is, or where it's at.
But we did break the news that there is a new event for 2025. Yeah, yeah. I don't want to ruin the thing for them. I want them to be able to make that huge announcement, which, based on what they were saying in Messenger, I would think we could maybe see something tomorrow, maybe over the
Oh,
weekend,
wow.
something like that. Yeah.
So, very soon.
Yeah, yeah, very, very soon. So this is going to be really fun. We're going to have a crazy 2025. We talked about that a little bit last week with all of the events that are coming in 2025. This will only add to that chaos, and I just need to bring it on.
If that's not clickbait, I don't know what is.
Chris, I do need to talk to you about something after the episode tonight, so I'll give you a call and I'll give you a little more detail then as well. All right, next up, Matt from um, Rocky Mountain Race Week has. Whoa, you're too close. Matt from Rocky Mountain Race Week made a cryptic post last week that he is making some. He is going to make an announcement to the Junior Street program for Rocky Mountain Race Week. So, of course, your boy messaged him, "What does this mean?" He said he can't make it yet, but he intends to make it also by the weekend. So we
Oh,
should have
man.
some pretty big news by the weekend, man. I'm really pumped about that. Hopefully, that's going to be a lot of neat stuff. The Junior Street is what my daughter and I are building a car to compete in. So I hope obviously it's going to be in the right direction. It's from Matt. He gives a lot of thought to that kind of stuff. So it's going to be really cool. I'm ready. She's ready. We gotta get the cart worked on, then the old truck, then we're on to her car build for that.
Yeah, I've noticed it's a little bit tough to squeeze in our personal builds around everything else we're doing.
Yeah, you mean other than the 45 hours a week we work on this stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's hard to
you know,
work
in
on
the
your own car.
45 events that we're going to cover throughout the year.
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly right. All right. Next up on the list is Mr. Six Summer and not Mr. Six Summer, Mr. Tom Bailey talked about Six Summer the other day in a town. When he said Rock Falls, Illinois, I thought he said Rockford, Illinois. Dude, I about come out of my chair. So, kind of tell us what happened here. Lead us. Kind of tell us what's going on with this whole setup.
Yeah, so cities are beginning to see some benefits in the community. Rock Falls is the latest to welcome the Drag and Drive community for Six Summer. Bailey posted a video on Sick the Mag Facebook. Six Summer will be making the most of a short day, one drive day with an official opening day party in the town of Rock Falls. So I don't remember what the mileage was for that drive day, but I
Yeah, I
know
think
it
it's
was a
like
pretty
80 or something. Yeah.
yeah, it was a pretty low drive day. So racers will be able to park, enjoy live music, food trucks, local displays as the town of Rock Falls comes to support America's fastest real streetcars on their journey throughout the Midwest.
Yeah, this is pretty interesting to me because there's a lot of stuff for years now. Towns have shut down for Matt and the Rocky Mountain Race Week gang, I guess is what you'd call it, group. And so it's awesome to see other cities with other events do that same thing. This is really a huge win. You know, we have Galena, Kansas for our stuff that can't wait for our cars to come through. So again, we've been saying it. This is 2 years now. We've said drag and drive is going to be huge, and it is simply because for an event like Six Summer that has more than 300 racers going to be on site, that's 550 people.
Hmm.
That's another 1,000 people that are going to be, once you include like all of the Sick Ward and Sick Summer racers and co-pilots. I mean, we're bringing 1,000 people with us, plus all the people that want to watch that as they go. Just can you imagine there being like a downtown area that's filled with 300 plus cars?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Oh man, it's going to be
That's
nuts. I
R-
love it.
Rock Falls is only an hour from me.
Oh, perfect,
So,
perfect.
I don't, what day is that going to be on? Is that on
Yeah,
Tuesday?
no, no, no. So it's after day one. So as you leave day one of racing, you'll drive to Rock Falls, hang out till you can't see anymore, and then drive home and go to work the
Oh,
next day. And you'll be like, I hate life. I want to do
yeah.
this all the time.
Yeah, so then I will likely go ahead and follow that then and follow right to Rock Falls.
That's great. That is awesome. So you guys heard it here first. Eric's going to be on site at this huge town party.
Yeah,
Man,
it's too close by to skip out on that for
yeah.
sure. Because Byron is 30 minutes from me, so it's only an additional 30 minutes to go to Rock Falls and then an
Oh
hour
yeah.
drive back. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna to drive down and hang out at that.
Yes. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Well, congratulations to Rock Falls and congratulations to the Six Summer team. That's pretty cool. I'm sure they'll have a ton of fun stuff going on there. And then let's talk about some I don't even know how to word like Austin Mackey posted on Rocky Mountain Race Weekers page about the condensation on his air to water intercooler tank. I had never even thought about that, obviously, because you and I don't have air to water intercooler tanks that we
Right.
have to worry about. But he posted on the Rocky Mountain Race Weekers page or on the group, sorry, and basically asked, "How do you keep this from putting condensation in the trunk?" Or sometimes people have those in the back seat, and you don't want that to have any kind of chance of falling out and going under the tires. So Ryan Hill commented that he uses the same method that Rich Guido uses that he got from Rick Steinke, and that's an igloo cooler.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I thought that was pretty cool. So he uses that for his tank. Obviously, that's not going to sweat. And then Joe Ernst is this photo here that you guys are looking at. He uses self adhesive neoprene sheets and says it's been good for 3 years. So I thought that
Okay.
was a great idea. That's going to keep, I don't know how the neoprene keeps that stuff in, but obviously it does, or he would have it out of there. And then Anthony Harville and Jason Hurley both use a tank similar to what Joe uses here, but sprays it in bed liner. So
Okay.
Anthony so used a couple different steps, used some kind of like body primer or something, and then a bed liner over it. And then Jason Hurley said he took his to a bedliner spraying place and they actually sprayed it there. Said it's been great. And then Joe Barry and Nate Strunk use lizard skin on theirs, whatever that is. So I thought that
Nice.
was pretty cool, man. That's why if you are interested in drag and drive, you need to join these communities like the Rocky Mountain Race Weekers RMRW ERS page, the Drag Drive Repeat Race Car Friends group, and then of course Sick the Mag group. So it's weird to think that there's really only, I don't know, 3 or 4 Facebook groups dedicated to drag and drive right now. There's
Right.
probably, I mean, I know there's people talking about, I guess you got like the Drag
Uh,
Weekers page would
You got
also.
yeah, the UK one with Ken.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. So I guess there's like 8 or 10 of them, not 4 or 5. There's
Yeah,
definitely.
adjustable Hammer Racing said Harbor Freight underbody spray 2 coats, 3 coats of Harbor Freight bedliner.
Ah, there you go. That's Anthony Harville right there making that comment. All right.
Yeah, and lizard skin is a spray-on insulation thermal barrier.
Well, that would work perfect as well. All right, last up for the Howard's Cam community segment here. While I was at the Southeast Gassers Association, which I want to say thank you to the Sega team, but also all of the racer community. Those folks welcomed me with open arms. Literally, I had to use the bathroom, had to go pee pee. And so I had, listen, it was close. And I was walking by a racer I had not talked to. I had not put the camera on his face. I had not taken a picture of his car even and said, "May I please set this camera inside that trailer and go use the restroom?" Yes, when I came back, he had a bottle of water sitting by it and we talked for 10 or 15 minutes.
That's
It's
awesome.
amazing. Yeah. So they were as good to me as the Drag and Drive community is. So I want to say thank you to all of them. The Sega team was amazing. Leslie and the whole team, Randy, Rocky, everybody that was there made it one of the best events that I've had, right? I want to also thank Travis Clark, who made it a point to make a comment on the post saying I needed to go find Tim Hall, which obviously I did because this is a picture here of the scalded dog. And it did not know that Tim was a drag week gasser class champion.
Oh wow.
So it tied in, obviously. So I went over, I had, I've got a great interview with him. I'm touch base with him after each round and everything like that. So it's a really good video that'll come out if I ever have time to put it together. Essentially, Tim's a 5-time drag week participant, which is cool. He competed in 2014, 15, 16, 17, and 18. But in 18, he did drag week and a few races for the Southeast Gassers. And at that point, he said it's too hard to run a 6 or 8 or 10 race season like this season and do a drag week competition. But those dudes are drag and drive life to the core, man. I'm telling you, they changed the fuel pump, they changed the center section on the car between rounds. Now,
Nice.
when I say these guys don't mess around, the Sega team, they don't. We started racing at 1, and we would have been done racing with almost 100 cars by 8 p.m. if there had not been an oil down.
Wow.
Crazy, crazy. So he's in C gas with this car. One cool thing he did say is that he's building a new car to go to A gas, and he's going to make this car his new drag and drive car.
Awesome.
Yeah, yeah. This car was amazing. Left wheels up every time except for the last pass where they had the fuel pump issue. Every time before that, so 2 rounds of qualifying and I think at least 1 round of eliminate. Yeah, he made it through round 1, won that one, and then round 2 of eliminations was booted because of the fuel pump.
Yeah. The
So I
the
thought that was
photo
pretty cool.
the photos you took came out really good as well.
Yeah, there's an entire album that Eric put together. Thank you very much for doing that. I don't know how many hours he spent doing that, but I was down there getting photos and videos. Eric at the house taking care of us, getting that content out to you guys. And what's funny is if you were watching on Saturday, I said, "Hey, there's only going to be drag and drive cars that are going to be featured." But then I got down there and got all excited, took pictures and everything. So it was pretty intense. Luckily, Eric sifted through all of my man, I don't know, 200 something pictures and picked the best ones, and that's what's posted up on the page. So if you haven't seen those yet, go over to Facebook, click on photos, click on albums, and look at the Southeast Gasser race.
Yeah, there's some
Pretty,
really cool
pretty
ones in there.
amazing.
The black and white one with all the cars. That one's probably my favorite one.
Yeah, yeah, I guarantee you that. And then when Scott Butler's wife was standing in front of the little Morris Minor gasser, and she's got like this shaved side. Man, she looks like such a badass. It's just
Yeah.
that shot in black and white was perfect, man. You did a great job.
Yeah, I think black and white photos turn out really good when you use them on
Yeah.
the right photos, and the few that I did, I think came out great.